Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and Wildcard Weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Ravens going up against the Golden Eagles. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Gracias, Larry. This site, perhaps better known for football, but the masses have turned out here for some NFL football as we come to you from the metropolis known as Mexico City. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Off unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And now the rookie's free. The 30. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundering on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the one is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
All kinds of time. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. Looking to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No, check.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Now, check. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And he puts it through. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. This one taken from the 7. What a spin. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Caught on the right side by Treadwell. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go! 58! 58!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's some guys that have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check 31, check 31. Let's go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of one, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. 9 yards on the play and a first down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Let's go. 58.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens add on. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now back to throw. He's got time. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. Now, the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And the route is on here in this first half. So fireworks there. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm doing
it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The defense once more getting set to do battle as they head back out. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Check. Let's go. Blue 58.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down right around the 25. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They're going to look to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They'll look to throw, and he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll drop the throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Play was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. They come out here in the I. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 96 yards. And the Ravens add on. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right?
Back now in Mexico City, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is Shepard on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw again. Surveying the field. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football from that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Here we go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll drop to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him the first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Hey, Sean Robinson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this is Shepard on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Got three down. All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.